Our cups and then glug glug, a finer group of friends you will not meet. Coffee Club!
Well, Josh, we found ourselves a big full room for a coffee club here this morning. What do you think, huh?
That's right. We always like it when it's a big participating room.
It is going to be a good time. Some cool events happening yet here in November. So we're going to talk about the McCook Farm and Ranch Expo that is taking place on the 18th and 19th of November. We're going to talk about that. Then have a bunch of friends from the UNL Extension that have joined us in the studio too. So, Haley, you good to go?
Yeah.
Got a good weekend poll set up for us here in a little bit? Okay. So let's get right to it. Let's do the introductions. To start off, we've got Chance joining us from the expo, and it's coming up again. We're ready to roll. It's going to be a pretty good one here for this year, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Sneaks up on you. It feels like it was September last week, so
it just happens.
I don't know how we're already almost there.
So who all did you bring with you from the expo?
So I've got Cade Capel over here. He's going to do our horse training this year. And then I've got Nathan Morris on the other side. He's managing the horse sale this year. So having a little help in that department, and they're all local. So it's a lot of fun to work with these guys.
So we'll get a good rundown of things to expect at this year's expo here in a minute. But as far as the rest of the introductions, Ben Dutton joining us from the UNL Extension office. And you guys got a busy office over there, don't you?
We really do. We do a lot of things locally and regionally here, and I have I'm the kind of administrator for Extension in the area, but our local office has a couple of different educators, and maybe you guys might introduce yourselves.
Yep. All right. Go ahead and start back there. And
hi, I'm Tasha Wolf, and I do early childhood for Extension, which many people don't know about. So I'm glad to be here and make some awareness of that as well.
Okay.
My name is Brandy Hilton Hageman. I'm the Rural Prosperity Nebraska Extension Educator, which means that I am a community developer, facilitator, conversation starter.
We're gonna call on you a little bit for some conversation later today. Should be good. All right.
I'm Teresa Thomas. I'm the office manager, so I take care of all the financial aspects, just try to help the office run as smooth as it can.
Well, they said they were going for a party today, and you said, "Well, hey."
Hey, I signed everybody up. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
I'm Donna Kiker, and I work with the 4-H program.
Okay. All right. Well, it's going to be a fun day today. We got a lot of great topics. I hope you all got the notes as to what we're talking about today. But let's begin with the McCook Farm and Ranch Expo, November 18th and 19th, Friday and Saturday. You kind of did a little pilot program for a Friday, Saturday last year, and it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, it did. I know sometimes people look at that and they think, oh, that Saturday show. And I always do feel bad having people come work on a Saturday. I know they've got their own families to go out and have the fun with, but it does allow more of the other guys that work Monday through Friday to come in and enjoy the show as well. Yeah. We just go for that experience that's going to work for everybody. Friday and Saturday really seem to be that. We're going to be playing Wisconsin on Saturday, but we'll make sure it's going.
Okay.
It's going to be going in the radio.
Yep.
Or we'll have some viewing there at the expo too. I still haven't got a time for that, but we'll have it up.
Do you know the time yet?
It's not released.
Okay. So let's talk about some of the specifics from the show itself. You're bringing Cade along. Tell us what he's doing.
So Cade's going to do some horse training, and I mean, maybe if Cade, you got an idea what you're planning on doing yet, go ahead and.
You bet. I'm planning on bringing a couple colts. I'll kind of give a demonstration on what I like to do to get them started. I'll probably bring a couple of 2-year-olds and then give a demonstration on where they need to be a year later and how the process goes along and how to progress.
So what is the hardest part about breaking a horse?
I guess just having the courage to get on. You just got to get on and do it.
You're a big boy, but that animal weighs how much?
A lot more than me.
Yeah. So.
Yep. You just got to get on and do it.
You can probably break a horse. Can you break my morning show partner?
Hey,
because he gets a little crazy.
If he can rope me.
I can do that. That is one thing I can do.
But sometimes I zig, sometimes I zag.
It don't matter. He's going to get you by the ankle.
Probably. Then you're bringing Nate along with you from the expo.
Nate, yep.
What's Nate's responsibilities?
So he's been in charge of the horse sale, which has been a huge help when you're trying to do the expo. That horse sale is an event that happens Friday night, and it's kind of goes along with our mixer. You know, we'll have some snacks, some hors d'oeuvres, and then the beer garden's right there, and it turns into an event, and it's really just fun to be around. But Nate's bringing in some really great horses to be a part of that. Let you talk a little bit about that, Nate.
Yeah, I think when Chance kind of approached me about helping with this deal, you know, that they're so busy with the main part of it that, you know, they needed some extra help. And where my job is kind of like Cade's, you know, I shoe horses for a living, so I'm a full-time farrier. I mean, I know tons of horses within a 4-hour radius, you know, that you could have a chance to bring some really nice horses in, or at least know people that do. The other big thing is, you know, it's Friday night at 6 o'clock, sale starts. It's a nice way to get people, you know, out and kind of have, like I said, some drinks, hors d'oeuvres, look at some nice horses, kind of just come and relax. And on a Friday night, you know, that's easier than on a Wednesday night like it used to be. So if somebody gets a little rowdy, they can go home a little bit better and not have to get up so early. So
y'all do have emergency personnel on standby,
absolutely,
right? Yes,
absolutely.
Okay. All right, it's good. So for someone that's never been to the expo before, how would you describe it?
Well, just like right there, there's two big events that go on. Cade, he's going to go all day for both days. I think there's probably 4 a day. And then like Nathan said, that horse sale, that isn't just for folks that just want to buy a horse. It goes right along with what we're just all hanging out down there. And it's a good time to just come out and be with your community, be with your neighbors, your friends, have some fun. And then other than that, I mean, we have some of the best vendors that come to this area. I mean, they come from Oklahoma, 27 states, 23 states, Canada.
Wow.
These people travel all over, and it's no easy task to travel right now. So really don't think that just because maybe you're not a farmer, you're not a rancher, you're not invited. Everybody's invited. There's something for everybody. I mean, really, it goes all the way from tractors. We'll have a little bit of stuff for the ladies.
There's boutique stuff.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, it just really is a fun event. We have some great presentations. I think it's great that the extension's here because they're going to be joining us up there. Aaron Labrie and Todd Whitney. Mm-hmm. I just think the extension's a great asset. In a year like this, I think everybody's seen some struggle on one side or another in agriculture. So those two are going to be able to kind of elaborate on what they could do to help. Everything helps right now. So we'll have about everything up there that you can think of that goes along with agriculture. It'll be a great time.
The expo is Friday and Saturday of November 18th and 19th at the Red Willow County Fairgrounds, and it's free to park, free to get in. We invite you up for the event. Also talking with the UNL Extension Office, and Ben, we'll let you start. What is your responsibilities there? I know you kind of ride herd a little bit, but what do you do?
Well, UNL Extension is really the outreach arm of the university. We do research-based education, and like was kind of mentioned, we do beef education and crops and water and early childhood education and rural community development, all those types of things. My responsibility is just to support that, support those educators and let them do their job better.
So Donna, how about you? What is your responsibility with the extension?
So I oversee the 4-H program, and it'll start. We just had our end of the year celebration. Kids got their year pins and those tiny things. Then in about January, clubs will start meeting again, and enrollment will be open, and everybody can enroll. And so it's basically making sure we get animals ID'd and kids get signed up for projects. And then I organize some workshops throughout the year on different topics that are related to projects they can take. And then, of course, the big event is County Fair and getting things organized for that.
It's not that far away.
Oh, no. No, it's not. Yep.
How about you, Teresa? Now, I know being in the office, you kind of get to touch each and every one of these, don't you?
I do. Yeah, I do. I don't know how they feel about that, but I do. I work with a lot of the different departments at the university, the computer department, financial people. So I get to do a lot of different things. I help with pretty much everything. I do pay all the bills, budget management.
Somebody has to do it.
Yeah, that's the truth.
All right.
And so, no, I do a lot of different things, and we think our office is the most fun extension office too.
Well, you guys do important stuff, and sometimes people don't think about that, but it is important stuff.
Right, and I think a lot of people don't really realize everything that we do. We do a lot of adult education too. So we have pesticide applicator training coming up.
Help me understand. Are you guys the ones that also do something like the horticulture tree?
Yes, we get
some classes, right?
Well, we get a lot of those questions. We don't have a horticulturist in our office. There's one in North Platte, David Lott, and so he's very gracious and helps us do that. But we get a lot of people come in and say, my there's something wrong with my tree. There's something wrong with my lawn. What can I do to help that? And so he helps them from a distance. But yeah, I think you're talking about the Master Gardener program.
I've heard it. Yes, that's it.
Yeah, we used to have quite a few people who did that. David Lott facilitates that also. We still have a couple in the area. There's community gardens. I think they help a lot with that. There's a garden club. They think they're pretty active.
So it's good things happening from the UNL Extension. Brandy, what are your responsibilities?
So I am an extension educator for an 11-county region. So I'm all the way over to Perkins and Chase County, and then all the way over to Phelps and Gosper, which is by Holdridge. So
I hope they got you a car.
Well, I can borrow the county car, or I can ride with Ben. He's the man with the car in town.
Yeah.
But a lot of the work that I do is talking to communities about what's going well. What are you doing? What are you seeing? How vibrant is your community? How old is your community? What is your community identity? And then what are some projects that you're working on? I think a lot of people don't realize, because we're so far away from Lincoln, how very close the resources of the university actually are. So a lot of the programs that we run are free. Our time is always free. So if you think about rural prosperity Nebraska, but also Tasha and her advice, some of our programs are not, they cost a minimal amount, but just to call up and ask, hey, I'm thinking about starting up a new child care facility, or hey, I'm thinking about applying for this grant. Do you have any advice? Or can you come help us create a strategic plan for the future of our organization? Those are skills that we have locally that we're able to provide to community members. And I think that we're often actively looking for partners. So one of the things that I'd really like to do over the next year is to have a little bit more awareness about what we do, and have people start calling up us and saying, hey, I hear that you exist. Tell me what you do. Like, I'd love to have that conversation.
That would be good. Tasha, tell us about your responsibilities with the extension.
So yeah, I'm early childhood, which often when you think of extension, it's not the first thing people know of unless you're in early childhood. And so really I do a lot of professional development trainings and workshops for those that are, either center-based or have childcare in their homes. And then I also do like a lot of coaching and like mentoring as well, and advocating. So that's kind of my job. And recently we're also connecting with the community to say, hey, childcare is important to the community. Yeah. We really need it for the economic stance of communities. So,
well, I appreciate all of you. All of you have a vital role in what I'm going to say is community, and so I do appreciate that. Ben, the last question before we get to the weekend poll here, real quick. How do you guys get your funding? Where does funding come from?
Yeah, actually, we have a great partnership with the county. The county provides an office for us, and also provides part of our staffing, our administrative staffing, and then the University of Nebraska funds our educators.
So going back to University of Nebraska, and I know it's also part of our state tax dollars.
Yep.
Help with that too, but it's just, this is some of the things that a lot of people don't see when they're thinking about where tax dollars may go in the state. So
you bet.
Appreciate you guys. If folks would like to learn more, what's the best way to get a hold of you guys?
Our office phone number is 308-345-3390. But we always love people to come down and stop by and chat with us. There's always somebody in the office. We're there 8 to 4, Monday through Friday.
That is the UNL Extension. Wow, cool things going on. This morning, it is time for our weekend poll. Haley, you worked on this one. Well, let's put it this way. We slaved over it all week, and then we came up with it about, 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon?
Yes. Okay, so it is, you've just been given a bar. What do you name it?
Haley, you want to go first?
I don't know.
You didn't think of it? I mean...
Not really. I mean, it's not as good as Josh's.
Okay.
I'll give him that.
All right. We'll save Josh's. Let's start over here. Cade, you've just been given a bar. What do you name the bar?
I'd probably name my bar Busters. I just like the name. You could call it Bronc Busters or something like that, and serve a Busters burger. I'd make it a bar and grill.
I'm going to that place.
There you go.
Busters. I like it. Chance, how about you?
I'm going the Stockyards. Not Robin Fourth Work, but I just think it's kind of classy. It's kind of, I think it would work.
Stockyards.
Yep.
Nate.
Busters.
I'm going to steal this one from Jay Schilling. Actually, I won't divulge the details. We had one late night, but I'm going to call it the Hog Trough.
The Hog Trough.
It's a bar and grill, and it's going to run just like it sounds. I mean, once an hour, you come out, wash everything off the floor with a hose, and you just basically start brand new. That's exactly. It's the bar side will be normal, the food side will be interesting. So
Yeah. Should be good. Ben, how about you?
You know, I'm going real classic, Bob's Bar and Grill. I sometimes answer my phone like that, just randomly.
Just
to
because?
see what people say.
Be asking for deliveries. All right, Donna?
I'm like Haley. I can't come up with anything.
Okay. Anybody else in the back?
Yeah, we thought of something last night. Donna's Dive Bar.
Donna's Dive Bar.
Donna's
good?
Dive Bar.
You could have that.
You know, it's kind of good. You can go with the song, you know. My first question was, you know, what kind of bar? It could be a salad bar. It could be a potato bar.
Hey, look over here. It's not a salad.
So when I was in graduate school, you know, to get a PhD, you work for a really long time. I was in college for 11 years, and I needed some sort of entertainment. So I hosted the Beer Olympics for quite a few years, and so I would call mine the Olympian.
The Olympian. Very good. Tasha.
I'd have to go with like my background, which is my last name's Wolf. And so all the males in my family go by Wolfie. So there's already been a Wolfie's Bar.
Wolfie's Bar.
Can't take it. My uncle had it.
Wolfie's Bar and Grill. It just fits, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does. But I think I'd go with the Celtic Wolf.
The Celtic Wolf.
Yeah.
Do I have to wear a kilt?
You do not, but it is recommended. No.
You know, I'd pull the old. I'd call it the library. So when everybody's studying, they go to the library. That is so junior high.
So my bar, I would name it I Don't Care.
I don't care for what. For why?
Where do you want to go to eat?
I don't care.
Solve all of men's problems.
Solve all the problems in the world.
That is the weekend poll. If you want to play along, you can go to our Facebook page and see that post there. Next topic for our coffee club this morning. This is a fun one too. What's a habit that you want to quit and one you want to keep? So, Chance, we'll let you start this one here today. What's a habit you want to quit and one you want to keep?
I would have been fine with going last for this one.
Yeah.
Oh man, procrastinating. That'd probably be one I'd like to quit. And what I'd like to keep. Oh, being understanding, I guess. I'm usually a pretty understanding person. Maybe that just comes with, I hope people are understanding when I procrastinate. So it goes full circle.
Cade, how about you?
Well, I have a tendency to stay up a little bit too late at night, so I'd like to probably quit that, get a little fresher start in the morning. But one I'd like to keep is probably going to church.
Yes, sir.
You can do a lot of things in this world, but in the end, that's all that really matters to me.
I like it. Haley, how about you?
I don't know. I don't feel like I really have any.
Yeah, your habit that you'd like to lose is taking people to the train station.
Yeah, maybe. No, I think I'll keep that one. I like that one.
That one was kind of handy, huh?
Yes.
Josh, how about you?
I guess my bad habit is Grandpa Bud comes out every once in a while. I'm not an angry person by any means, but once you do make me mad, Grandpa Bud comes out. That's what we call my alter ego.
You see it in his face before he says it too. It's the stay off my lawn face. You can say it.
It's the I want to move to Louisiana and live on the water so I don't pay taxes face. But my good habit is I'm a really good chameleon. I blend well with everybody. I haven't really found a person that I know of that doesn't like me, and
I would agree.
And if they do, well, they can kick rocks.
Nate, how about you?
Oh, good question. Probably for me would be Dr. Pepper. That's the one I'd like to quit. I don't drink a lot of it. I just it just tastes so much better than water.
Yeah.
But I still drink water. Don't get me wrong.
All right. So have you ate Jimmy John's yet?
Oh yeah.
So Jimmy John's Dr. Pepper.
I still would go with McDonald's Dr. Pepper.
No.
It's got way more fizz to it. I don't know. It just hits you the right way. I mean, there might be a few that agree and a lot that disagree, but it's one of those. It's always better out of a can before you drink it out of a bottle. Though. I agree with that. A habit I like to keep probably when I find something that I'm interested in, I research everything. I basically go 100%. Whether it's one thing I'm gonna do once or 100 times, I give it my all. I don't go 50%.
I like that. That's a good one.
I'd like to keep.
Ben, how about you? A thing you'd like to give up and a thing you'd like to keep?
Well, I need to give up driving fast in my personal car, not my work car. And I like my morning routine of walking my dog.
That's good. Back row, what do we got?
Well, the habit I should give up is my nail biting. And the one I will keep is that I have one Diet Dr. Pepper a day.
Okay.
And usually no more, unless it's a really rough day, but usually it's just one. So
she starts reaching for that second one midday.
It's going to be rough.
Teresa, send a memo. Make sure everybody knows.
So Nate, if you want a McDonald's run in the mornings, we'll put you on our text list. That's our office treat.
Yeah.
We take turns.
Teresa. I've never seen a gallon Dr. Pepper anywhere.
Yeah.
Besides Donna.
Right?
McDonald's Pop is very good. Yes, it is. As far as one I want to give up, I don't chew my nails, but I kind of chew like my cheeks. I need to
chew
give
your
that
cheek.
up.
You bite your cheek, you'll bite it the rest of the day.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible. I need to stop that. And then my husband and I started walking this summer, and we've still been doing that, but the weather's getting cold, and I'm not a cold weather person, so I'd really like to keep it going, but I don't know. We'll see.
A little hint for you. You can go. There's a lot of different businesses. You can go down and just start walking laps in the businesses. You might buy a lot of stuff local, but that's okay. How about you, Brandy? What do you say?
So I used to work with a lot of college kids, and I think I have the reputation of being the office potty mouth. I've been very good this morning. It's just part of my vocabulary, so probably I should scale it back a little on the curse words.
Right, we know, guys.
Let's see. What's that? That's rule number 3. Uh-huh.
Yes, I saw that, and so did Teresa. She helped me remember that that's not okay.
You're not cold.
A habit that I'd like to keep, I read to my kids every night before bed. It's just our time. It's one-on-one. It takes forever. And when my husband listens to this, he's going to nod his head in the feed truck. But
yeah,
it's special time between me and each of the 3 kids we have, and I just really love it. So
do you ever try to speed it along by skipping a page? Do they let you?
Yeah, and even our 3-year-old is a hawk on it. He's like, no, you got to back it up. And I don't do the voices. I guess I haven't quite reached that fun threshold, but that's one of my favorites.
Do you have Brown Bear memorized?
No, we read Pig the Pug a lot.
Oh, Pig the Pug, yeah.
So one that I'd like to give up is running late. It kind of goes in with some of these other ones though too. Like if I slept better, I probably wouldn't be running late, and if I wasn't a procrastinator, I probably wouldn't be running late. But the one I want to keep is I usually can find the humor in whatever is going on, so just keeping that.
That's good.
I was gonna say, if I'm late, I'm bringing donuts. That way, it makes it look like I went somewhere.
Exactly.
Before I showed up.
Yes.
As long as there's Tutti Fruttis in there from Sanders, all is forgiven. Josh, did I get you on a thing you'd like to keep and give up?
Yeah, what is
Did we get
yours,
everybody?
We got everybody but you there, cowboy.
Mine that I'd like to give up is probably my excuses for why I can't schedule a workout. You know?
That's what you want to give up?
Yeah. I want to give up the excuses for, because I went and did a workout yesterday. Now everything hurts. So, and yet it's that hurt feeling all day. You're like, I got to do this more often, then it won't hurt. But that's what I'd like to give up. What I'd like to keep is just, it kind of sounds like Josh a little bit, but the fact that I've never met a stranger. I can talk to anybody and it doesn't bother me. I don't get butterflies before talking to somebody or something like that. I'd like to keep that. That's good. So that's a fun little good office conversation. You want to start that sometime? That's a good one. Anyway. Next topic for Coffee Club this morning. It's one of those would you rathers, and there's perks of both, I know. We're going to start with Nate on this one. Would you rather be able to talk with animals or mute anyone that is talking to you?
That's a tough question. Do I get the lifeline? Can I call him? No. I already try to mute people out sometimes, so that part I've kind of got covered. The animals part with my job, like aides, I'd like to, it's easier if they can tell me what's wrong so I could fix it. So probably the animals part.
Animals.
The mute button, I can find that one when I want to.
How about you, Chance?
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I'd take Nate's side on this. You can mute them, but they just keep coming back. I'll talk to animals all day long. It'll help a lot with Kevin.
Teresa, what would you say? Would you rather be able to talk with animals or mute anyone talking to you?
Well, I don't have any animals, so I guess I would have to go with the mute.
How about you, Ben?
Oh, I would talk with animals for sure. Imagine what you'd learn.
Yeah. And Brandy?
I don't know. I've gone both ways on this one, even in the drive-in. The thing about our jobs is that we talk to people all the time. If I could somehow find a way to mute Zoom meetings, but still act like I was present, I think I would take that over either. We Zoom a lot, an extension to stay close with our partners.
Absolutely.
So, I think the animals thing would be cool too. I can see it going either way.
Haley, how about you? What say you?
Well, I do think it'd be really cool to talk to animals, but I just want to mute some people.
That was a deep.
You guys feel that one in here?
Well,
maybe?
she's only been here like 2 months, and she's already wanting to mute Jesse and I.
What was she looking at when she said that?
She looked at Seth's desk.
Right. All right, Tasha, you got the mic? Yep.
Well, I'd have to go with the animals because, I think they would have some great stories. You could get all the gossip. And then I had to lip read half the time anyway when I'm listening. So I don't think the mutant would help. I'd have to turn away, and that'd just be totally rude.
Kate, I'm gonna guess you'd probably talk with animals, wouldn't you?
Well, actually, I'm going to go the opposite. I usually don't have very many issues with animals, so I'm going to go the opposite and mute the people.
Mute the people, right? Okay, Donna, how about you?
I think it'd be beneficial to do both at certain times of the year. But I think I'd probably want to mute people.
For me, it's not so much that I want to mute people. I already know the point. I know what they're going to say. I know the conclusion. Can I just fast forward? That's all I need. It's like those people that write you an email that's 15 pages long, and it's like, well, I scroll down to the bottom. Okay, yeah, we're going to do the project. Great, here we go. So that's fun.
But see, I think like for us, I think most of us can agree. We have man hearing anyways. So a lot of times, like you said, Nate said, we're already muting most people.
Right.
And then we just listen for those key words. So I think I'd like to talk to animals. That way I can be like, hey, come out behind them trees there.
Yes, you with the big rack.
Let me show you something.
Look for the flash. That's a fun topic for Coffee Club. It's game time now. We're going to play some games, and this is the one time in the room that if you don't have a mic, just shout it out. Okay. We're going to play Breakfast Bingo to start things off.
So Breakfast Bingo, the first answer starts with a B, the second answer starts with an I, and then third N-G-O.
Okay. So you got five questions. So here we go. Coors, Bud.
Beer.
Heineken is beer.
Beers.
Okay. The next, you got to be fast. Josh he's quick. Okay.
Trial by fire there. All right.
The opposite of output.
Input.
An exercise machine that you ski on.
Pass.
Somebody get in the bag? What'd she say?
Nordic.
Nordic track, yes. Okay. A hit ABC music medical drama.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a hit.
It's not a hit.
He is good.
Your kids are your what?
Offspring.
Look at this.
There you are.
I'm gonna have to ban you.
Well, if you go, there might be a proper showing on how to ban the right person over at the Farm and Ranch Expo.
There you go.
Probably.
There you go.
Spy the lie. I'm gonna give you 3 stats. One of them is a lie. The other 2 are true. A typical piece of paper is 500,000 atoms thick. A 20% of married people say they don't tell their spouse about a secret stash of money. A human uses about 200 muscles to take a single step.
I'm going to go the money.
I don't
He says
know.
money.
Yeah,
I'd say
I think
money.
it's
Okay.
money.
Ben, what do you think?
It's got to be more than that.
There's got to be more than that.
That's got to be. I don't know. I'm going to
Okay.
pass on that one.
Who's all money? Okay. Who's thinking that the lie is the 500 atoms thick? Okay. A human uses about 200 muscles to take a single step. Got a couple of those in the back. The lie is 20% of married people say they don't tell their spouse about a secret stash of money.
Now we got to hide ours. Again. Hope she's not
Is it a
listening.
lie because it's actually more than that? or-
Yeah. So
Oh,
the
okay.
lie. So the stat was set as 20%. The
60, I would say.
It is 60.
Yeah.
It's actually 60%. I'm hoping my wife has a huge stash
Yeah, I got a
somewhere.
couple dollar bills.
She does. It'll just come out when you're dead.
Yeah.
Well, at least she's taken care of. Oh.
There you go.
Spy lie round 2, 3 stats. One of them is a lie. The first sneakers were made so boaters could have an alternative to dress shoes while on deck. Or is it frogs drink primarily through their nose? Or softball was originally known by other names such as kitten ball, mush ball, and diamond ball.
Yeah.
What does everybody think? What do you think, Haley?
I think the shoes.
Saying shoes?
I think frogs.
Got shoes?
I'm going to go frogs.
He's saying frogs?
Frog.
Okay, frogs in the back. Nate, what are you saying? Shoes. Nate says shoes. Well, frogs drink primarily through their nose. No, that is not it. Do you know where they primarily drink from?
From their back end.
No, it's not. Okay, get her a mic. Yeah, because I think she's got it right there. What'd you say?
They absorb it through their skin.
They absorb the
That's
water
right. Osmosis.
through the. That's not osmosis.
Mr. Colgan over here.
That's by the lie. Last in our games, which one doesn't fit? Somebody, we're gonna let somebody answer this one by themselves. Who wants it? Who wants to start?
I think we got it.
I nominate Ben.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Ben.
I'm going to do Ben too. He's.
Yeah. Which one doesn't fit? Okay, and then we can all laugh at him when he doesn't get it. Snyder's of Hanover, rolled gold, Auntie Anne's, or Ruffles.
Ruffles.
Why?
Because the others are Pretzels.
Wow, look at that, Mr. Smarty
It's
Pants.
the big boss.
We know a lot of things.
That's your extension dollars at work right there. Yeah.
Or he just knows his snacks.
Maybe on the latter. That's good. On to another would you rather. Would you rather have all the traffic lights approach you be green or never have to stand in line again?
Never have to stand in a line.
You don't like the lines?
I hate lines. People bumping you. And
Haley, how about you?
See, I don't have the patience for either of them,
Really?
but I'd rather not have to stand in line.
Okay.
I'd probably say the same. Stand in line. People, I can do it in a car, but I agree.
Stand in line. Okay. How about you?
Oh, I'd have to go all green lights. If you ever hit the light there on B Street at Arby's in the semi, never again.
Hey, I don't mind you hitting a light at Arby's in a semi. It's when you're doing 90 by the time you hit Taco John's. That's the problem.
I'm talking going that way. Yeah, coming this way. Oh, it's a blast. You
okay.
make sure you're loud, make sure you're fast.
Then hit that Jake brake that's
Yeah,
illegal.
yeah.
All right, Ben, which one for you?
Oh, I would love green lights.
Green lights.
There must be
There's more to that story right there.
I don't know what they're talking
You need
about.
to slow down. I remember that. So there's got to be some correlation.
All right, Nate, you're up. Which one?
Oh, in a car, nobody can see you get frustrated, and my road rage is terrible. So I'd rather stand in line and just sit there and take it in traffic, but at least I can yell at them. So
There you go. All right, Donna.
I'd rather not stand in line.
Yeah. Teresa, stand in line or
Stand
green
in
lights?
line.
Okay.
I get this face when I am unhappy, and it's the words I would say, but I can't say because we're in public. So I think I'd probably better just not stand in line.
Okay. And Tasha.
I have a low attention span from working with kids for many years. A red light's not that long, but standing in line, you could be in there for an hour. And so I have to go with not in the line.
I'm thinking though, like, look at all of our county cheeseburgers we've ate at all the fairs.
Right.
And it's in a long line. We just did our 2-hour remote. We want our cheeseburger.
Let's be honest. You know what happened when the line got long?
Yeah, we just cut through and
We just went in through the back door of the kitchen. I did. Well, I mean, it was our second time through, you know.
And we know people.
We're like,
We don't like to give away all of our secrets on how we get our cheeseburgers, but
Yeah.
so then we made the people in line mad that we did that.
No, because I hit it. You know, I went around the building, and so I think we're good. As long as we don't say it on the radio or something, we're good. For me, I would probably say I would rather not stand in line because same thing. If you approach a light and it's red, but you're the first one in line, it doesn't feel so bad. If you got 3 people ahead of you, then you got to wait. They're on their phone, and then you're like on your horn because it's turned green. They haven't, that's the frustrating part. So that's for me. Next topic for Coffee Club here on a Friday morning. What would you say is something you're so good at that you could teach other people to do it? And let's start with Donna back there. What's something you're so good at that you could teach someone else to do? And I, in the spirit of this, I'd like it not to be what everybody knows you do, but, whatever. I'm kind of spinning that on you. But did you have an answer for it?
Not really.
Yeah.
I'd like to teach people how to be patient and see the capabilities in people. Like,
That sounds like a Tim McGraw song. So,
for example, like there's kids that would love to do things and love to take leadership roles. They'd never volunteer to do it. And I'd love to see more people open their eyes and search those people out and give them the opportunities.
I think that'd be good. All right. Teresa, how about you? What's something you're so good at you'd like to teach someone else?
Finances.
Yeah. Well, I like to think that.
Let's
yes.
make a budget.
Yes. The thing I do in the office, but people know I do this. Everybody gives me everything to proofread.
Yes.
So I do.
What's your email?
And I don't mind doing that. So
Yeah.
I do that.
All right, Brandy.
So I don't know that a lot of people know this about me, but I am a mad organizer. Like type A, I could teach you how to write a to-do list and get it done in 30 minutes or less. So if you are a disorganized person or if your desk is always messy, you should give me a call.
Josh.
Whoa. Shots fired.
It looks good today. It does.
Because I cleaned it yesterday.
Right.
So I'm not good at it at all, but I have in my trainings taught people to juggle. And so I think also I teach them to laugh at themselves and just be okay with what happens and being okay to learn new things even if you fail the first time. So
I would love to learn how to juggle. There was actually, believe it or not, there was I saw a video yesterday of a kid that was solving Rubik's Cubes while juggling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was. This sounds racist, but it's really a compliment. He was Asian. I mean, it just is. That's good. So, it was very good. So, Chance, how about you?
Oh, I think I would have to teach people to stick your neck out and have the conversation. It's something, one of those things. And I even me, I mean, I'm probably not so good at it, but you got to make that phone call, and then it's good. It's not as bad as you think it's going to go.
That's right. If you'll take the time to make it happen. Nate, how about you? What'd you say?
Oh, for me, archery. I grew up kind of starting that myself, and I mean, I learned it all myself. My dad was kind of into hunting, so I kind of, when I was about 13 or 14, I really got big into it. Learned all the tips, the tricks, and I actually wanted to start my own pro shop when I was a kid. Still kind of can do a lot of it.
Is it true you have to plan your breathing when you take the shot?
When you archery, depending on which style, if it's traditional or your modern materials, compounds, things like that, you've got to. It's like shooting a gun. You've got to control your breathing. You've got to control your heart rate. Your fingers have to work in unison with your brain. And if you're off a millimeter, it's off an inch. At 20 yards. So
have you ever done the shoot it down the shaft thing?
The Robin Hood.
Yeah,
I've done that. Not intentionally, but I've done it. Yeah.
Josh, how about you? What's something that you're so good at you could teach?
I think the obvious answer would be barbecue, and because I have done a lot of teaching of that. But a lot of things that people don't know about me is I can usually in about a week master whatever voice. So I can do character voices, and so it usually takes me about a week to master it.
So should we give him an assignment?
Yeah, let's hear one.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, which the latest one you're working on, Josh?
Well, since I have Cordell, the latest one that I started working on is Mickey. So now that there's pressure on me,
everyone's looking at Josh right now.
I don't know if I can do it now. Everybody's looking. Oh, hey there, pal.
It's good enough. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I have a Mickey.
That's pretty good.
Anybody else we didn't get on that? Something you're so good at you could teach someone else?
You didn't get me.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Mine would probably be football.
Football?
Yeah, I could coach football.
Man,
Coach football.
if they just let us put those pads on one more time, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that. But
I so badly want to hit somebody.
I definitely would if I could.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that I played rugby at UNL, and so I would love to do a rugby team here. I'd coach rugby.
Would you?
It'd be fun.
Yeah. Hey, do you think that's something we can do through the extension? Get an old man football league going? Let's do it.
He's a master defensive coach for YMCA football.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to tell you this: 7 and 8 year old flag football. We actually ran a successful hook and lateral. So I'm just going to say, our kids did good. Of course, that was 10 years ago. Last subject here. We got to be quick on this one because it's almost time for birthdays. But the most overrated movie. If I say the most overrated movie, raise your hand. We'll start there. And what comes to mind? Let's start with Brandy back here. Most overrated movie.
Of course, none of these are going to be popular, but Top Gun, I think, is super overrated.
Oh.
The first one, the second one.
I asked my daughter that, and she said the same thing. I do
Really?
not agree. No, we waited 30 years for that second one.
You're going to be on the road today, right?
Ones I thought of was Dumb and Dumber or Groundhog Day.
Maybe Groundhog Day.
Not a
Although it
fan.
is iconic. I will give it that.
Yeah, I know.
Who else has got one? Most overrated movie.
Oh, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but Die Hard.
Okay, yeah. The
Yeah.
Christmas movie. Yeah, I get it.
That's another debate. Is it a Christmas movie?
Yeah, of course it is. Who else?
I think Forrest Gump's overrated.
Really?
My.
I do.
Personal.
There's not enough action.
I remember my first pair of shoes.
Nate, how about you?
I might even agree with Kate on that one. I
man.
liked watching it, but 4 hours is long enough for me. So,
Haley, most overrated movie?
I know. I don't really have one that I think. I don't know. I've liked every movie that I've watched, so.
Josh, most overrated movie.
Matrix.
Stop. Hey, you have to have a mental capacity up here to be able to understand the Matrix.
I've never slept better in my life.
You got to see all three of them in order. That's important. Anybody else? Most overrated movie? I'm going to go this one. The Notebook.
Yes. Yep. I was gonna say anything Nicholas Sparks. Yep.
Ouch.
There's no good way to get out of this. So we're gonna go to birthdays
I
now.
think can we just throw out the whole Hallmark Channel
As a whole, it's only one story.
It's one
It is.
story, but
Different people, different situations, same ending.
I'll agree with that.
the bad baker, the bad toy maker,
The bookstore owner.
the overworked client.
Yeah. Birthdays, anniversaries. What do we have for birthdays and anniversaries here today? Huh?
We had 2 that were called in. We have a birthday for Oliver Corbett, turns 15 today, and Amy Bowman turns 41 today.
Josh, how about your birthdays?
So I got Dexter Bessler has a birthday today. Also, Keith Messenger has a birthday, and Mitch Sellers has a birthday today.
Anybody else in the room?
I have a birthday.
Is it your birthday?
No,
Oh.
it's Winland, my great nieces.
Okay.
Winland Altmer. She's 8.
Well, Winland, happy birthday to you. My list looks like this. Brianna Berry's got a birthday. Nick Bros. Keith Messenger's got a birthday. Brett Scollard, Tori Hagewood, and Joe Schlager, all with birthdays. Got any weekend birthdays, Josh?
Yeah, I got Michelle Hedke has a birthday, and then Brett Longnecker, Janet Cool, and Roger Bushcutter has a birthday. Karen Brown has a birthday, and Dylan McConville, all with weekend birthdays.
Some of my weekend birthdays include Greg Yoder, runs a mission that supports the people of Haiti. Burton Burton, also Dustin Mentling, Jamie Vance, Tate Stang, Ron Nelson, Nanette Zander, and Colleen Wilson, Josh McNutt, Lori Corbelli, Sage Graves, and Paul Putz, Tyler Schmick, and Don Hagen, Barb Ostrom, and Rob Littrell, and Ryan Purdy, all with birthdays this weekend. So that's coming up.
Do you have any more?
I think that's it. It's all of them.
I have one on Sunday for Boone Turpin.
Okay. That is our list. So that'll wrap up our birthdays here. Celebrity birthdays are next here from Coyote Country 105.3. This is a race between you and Josh. It's everybody against Josh.
Hold on.
To tell us why these people are famous. Okay.
So Caitlin Smith has a birthday on Sunday too. Did we say that?
We just did. Laura Bush,
First Lady.
First lady.
First Lady. Married to which Bush?
George.
Thank you. Thank you, Nate. Nate coming through there. Tony Abbott, 64 years old.
Singer.
He's not a singer. He's a London-born politician, became the 28th Prime Minister of Australia. He's a world leader. Doris Roberts.
Everybody loves Raymond.
Yes.
She passed away, didn't she?
In
Yes.
2016, actually.
Yeah, been a while.
Thought she was a Betty White gal that passed away 4 different times. Yeah. Yeah, she was from Everybody Loves Raymond. And you can just hear that voice when you see her face. You really can. Who else we got? Bethany Frankel.
You too.
She's a reality star. What'd you say? What'd you say, Teresa?
Yeah, she's on the Real Housewives of somewhere.
Real Housewives.
Never watched any of those. Matthew McConaughey.
All
All right.
Yeah, but can you tell me a movie he's been in?
Dazed and Confused.
Yes, absolutely.
Fool's Gold.
Fool's Gold. Interstellar. Was in Magic Mike,
was gonna
True
say.
Detective, Dallas Buyers
My
Club.
daughter would say How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Yeah.
That is a great movie.
Diddy. It's got a birthday.
Which one? Is it Sean Diddy Combs, P. Diddy,
P. Diddy. It's just Diddy right now. How old do you think he is?
Gosh, 40.
50
It's got to be
something.
50s.
Everybody say 50s. 53 years old from New York City. Better known as Sean Combs, but P. Diddy or Puff Daddy. There was that
Oh, I
phrase.
forgot Puff Daddy.
Puff Daddy. Drew Starkey is 28.
Oh, actor.
Yes.
Outer Banks.
Outer Banks. Also, he also appeared on 4 episodes of Scream. Was he he wasn't the detective, was he?
I don't know.
But he was in all 4 of those. And then Ralph Macchio.
Oh, Karate
Actor.
Kid.
It's Karate Jerry. He's 61 years old.
And now he's on the Cobra Kai series.
And he also was Johnny Cade in The Outsiders. So, yeah, that. But it was weird because he was playing a 16-year-old kid.
In his 20s.
Yeah, and he was in his 20s at that time. So, but anyway, that is the number 1 on our birthday list here for today. So that's going to about wrap things up for our coffee club here on a Friday morning as we're quickly approaching the McCook Farm and Ranch Expo. It's going to be Friday and Saturday, the 18th and 19th of November. Still have some time for people to get some booths at the show, right?
Yep, we've got room. Like I said, we'll fit you in somewhere. Like, everybody's invited. This is for the community of McCook. Again, we're an ag community, so obviously it goes right along with that. But if you want to be a part of it, get a hold of us. Look us up on Facebook. Go to McCookFarmandRanchExpo.net. Just reach out. We'll get you in there. We'd love to have you.
Okay.
We shouldn't have to worry about harvest too much this year.
Unfortunately not.
It
Nope.
should be done.
Won't be fighting the harvest fields this year, unfortunately.
Should be complete. As far as it's free to attend. You got free parking.
Yeah.
And it's been nice that the fairgrounds has really set things up well for your guys' show.
It has, yeah. Those 2 Kiplinger buildings, I mean, that's something as a community McCook should look at and see. We're very thankful to have that. 2 very enclosed buildings, climate controlled, and it flows really well. We use the Alice Kiplinger and then this regular Kiplinger. You can go in between. The food trucks outside. I mean, it's an event. Come spend the day up there, listen to some speeches, horse training, horse sale, FFA benefit auction. Yep. The list goes on and on.
Cade, when's some of your demonstrations? Both days?
I believe both days. Do you know what times they are for sure?
Oh, we'll start right at 9. We have the list up on Facebook, but
okay.
Cade will be there all day if you want to talk to him.
Yep.
Sure.
If you got any questions, want to know anything, go ahead and look me up.
Should be a good time. And then Nate, appreciate you there for the horse show also. Anything special you can tell us about that?
Oh, we've got a nice group coming. We're always accepting more. If somebody has a nice ranch horse, even a young horse that they want to sell, maybe they have a couple. They're trying to decide which one they want to keep. Performance horses, we're still accepting some. We always want to improve on the sale quality and kind of get really good numbers and make it a nice evening for people to come and just look at good horses and have a good time. And you never know who you're going to meet. And if you get a chance to buy something really good, then we're there to support you and try to get what we can get for you and really make it a good environment. So
that'll be taking place the 18th and 19th of November at the Red Willow County Fairgrounds. We'd love to have you out there. Then Ben, appreciate you and your crew coming in today. And if folks would like to learn more about the different things that you guys do up at the extension, what's the best ways to do that?
You can visit us online, extension.unl.edu, or the best way is just stop in at on the county, on the fairgrounds. We have our office there, and we're always there.
Okay, all right. And gals, appreciate you being here too. Any parting thoughts from you gals?
If anyone is interested in 4-H and they have a child that's going to be 5 before January 1st, they can come down and talk to Donna Kiker about getting signed up for 4-H. If you have a community development project or an early childhood idea, a project, a development, professional development that you're looking for, or if you're just interested in all the parts of extension from beef systems to water crops, all of the good stuff, just let us know.
All right.
We also need to give a shout out to Bailey Springer. She is our part-time office assistant. Couldn't talk her into coming today, but
was it the cameras?
It was
live speaking
too early.
Oh,
so hi Bailey.
Well, we appreciate all of you guys and everything you do at the extension and all you do for Southwest Nebraska. that is going to wrap up the show here for Coffee Club on a Friday morning from Hometown Family Radio's Coyote Country 105.3. Happy Weekend Eve.